This is SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports show, coming to you from Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
To all you mama, daddies, grandpas, aunts, and uncles, if you survived graduation weekend, thumbs up for you.
It was a big weekend for everybody.
Very
Everybody
big
had
weekend.
somebody
I
graduate.
saw where you had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
It's
Rick.
been a busy
Rick.
2 weeks. Glad to have you aboard. Glad you're checking in with
Definitely.
us on this Tuesday evening. Coming to you from the Sportsbook at L'Auberge, the three wise guys.
As always.
Our round table here. All right. Sound off presented by our L Club, which is L'Auberge
I like
Casino
that.
Resort, and Matt Lundy and his A-team of attorneys at Lundy Law in Lake Charles.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got some
L Club.
juicy topics tonight.
Sounds
Juicy,
familiar.
It does
juicy
sound
top.
familiar,
Postseason tournament baseball, LSU McNeese. We'll get into that. All right.
Okay.
Interesting change with the McNeese football schedule for this coming fall, and I think
Yes.
it's good on several levels. I'm going to see if you guys
I
agree
know.
with
I
me.
think it is, too.
Huge catch, another one for Gary Gall.
Yeah.
From the transfer portal. We've
Yes.
got that story. Strange beginning of the PGA Championship.
What
Holy
the heck?
smokes. Hang on to that thought.
Scooter's going to help me with
That's
this.
coming up later on in the show, and he's
Well,
excited.
you know
Scooter's
police
gonna help me with
dealings
this.
better than I do.
Holy smoke.
He got me on that.
He's going to be excited to hear you and I
Yeah.
talk about the NBA playoffs
Oh,
and
he
our
will.
picks for the finals.
But we're going to
You
draw
can
it out
go
for
to
him,
sleep
though.
on that.
Yeah,
All right.
we're going to draw it
That
out
might
for him,
put
though.
me
All right,
back in the hospital.
our lead topic, one of our lead topics
Man.
is LSU and McNeese baseball. LSU
Yes.
needed a sweep, and they got it in Ole
They
Miss.
did.
Is it
Can
enough?
you believe that?
Is it enough to get into the
Jay
NCAA?
Johnson, the coach, thinks it is.
He does, hasn't
He
he?
does.
He said it's
I don't really
undebatable.
doubt him, but I would say 60-40. It's enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Without a lot of bids stolen over the way.
Yep.
But if
Yeah.
I'm LSU and by Tuesday night you'll know the answer to this,
Yeah.
I would think about winning a game or two in the
Yeah.
conference tournament.
Yeah.
They beat Georgia, and of course our production schedule is preceding the SEC opener. Georgia LSU, what is it? An ungodly hour at 9:30.
9:30 in the
Hoover.
morning.
It is.
They beat Georgia. They got to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Georgia's scary on offense.
Well, they are. I've seen a couple of their games.
But it-
Yeah.
Was it Conley? Some guy. Conley?
Condon.
Yeah. I mean, just don't.
But
pitch
Scooter,
this
let me
guy.
ask.
451,
Let me
30,
ask. Does
35,
Does
I think,
anything,
home
if
runs.
it's close, guys, does
Quit
anything...
interrupting me.
Okay. Does anything have anything
It
to do
goes
with it?
back to
If
talking.
it's close and them getting a bid, being the defending national champions?
And the
Does
last
does
two,
that help?
Of course, the last two weren't even on the bubble the next year. Ole Miss didn't get bid the next year. The year before that, Mississippi State
Oh,
didn't
well,
get
guess you
it.
answered my question.
But I don't think they
Okay.
were even on the bubble. You know, we're talking and the game's already been played, but I did some
Yeah.
research last night. And as scary as Georgia's bats are, LSU has two really good starters.
Holman
Okay.
and Gage jump, right? That's
Yeah.
who you feel? Okay.
Yes, and
Okay,
that,
that's a
you
hurry.
know, a tournament like this, or more so the regional, that gives you some hope
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you got two pitchers of that caliber. But looking at as scary as Georgia is, and Jump is a left-hander.
Yeah.
Georgia's, I don't have the exact numbers, but there's 58 points difference in them against left-handed pitching.
He did some
58.
research. He did some
And
research.
He's been staying up a little bit. I mean, wow, I'm
Okay.
impressed, huh, Rick?
I mean, no other, and I looked at all the SEC teams, and none of them were
58%,
close to
huh?
being that big of a. And if they could win that game, they get Kentucky the next day.
LSU's
Which
not
is doable.
winning this tournament.
No.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying winning two games.
Winning two
Yeah, I
games,
got it.
Kentucky could
Because
be that second one.
Kentucky has almost as big a differential the other way.
Kentucky might be the best team in the
And
conference.
and Luke Holman, I think Tennessee is, if not, I don't know, Tennessee,
You can argue
A&M,
about Kentucky.
Arkansas,
Okay.
it's hard. But
Yeah.
Kentucky is the opposite. They have the second biggest differential, but their problem is right-handers. And you'd
Yeah.
have Luke Holman going the second.
Okay, I know you are learning to be a
And
baseball
can I
expert. Go
finish
ahead.
my, I mean, I
You
finally
got a
do some
dissertation.
research.
Do I have to take notes? Good Lord. All right, go ahead. Finish.
I am. Scooter.
But for
He's
this,
got all the information
for
on him.
this
Give it
Georgia
to us, Scooter.
game, which I'm sure by the time you're watching this, LSU
It'll be
got
over.
run ruled. But not only do they start one of the best left-handers in the league against a team that has trouble with left-handers, their best relievers left-handed.
Yeah. We got double whammy here. All right. I know you're trying to be the
I'm learning. I got
you're
it
the
back.
heir
I have
of
him back.
Hobbs when it comes to baseball.
I have him back.
I think lately, to me anyway, you need
teaches me.
a degree from MIT to figure out these election committees.
Percentages and all that. What's that
RPI?
all about?
What KPI? Now?
I have no idea what
I
that is.
have no idea, and I've heard
Quad
what that is.
one wins and losses, and
I've heard KPI explained, and I still don't understand.
I don't. You need a degree
So I
from
guess it's
MIT.
to break down basically the percentage of what team need to have to get in if you're on the bubble, like what Scooter said. That's what makes the difference.
Look,
have
you
no
can't blame Jay Johnson for trying
No.
to sell. He
No,
said, look,
he can't.
it's not debatable. We deserve a bid. You probably called him up and said, you need to sell this more. I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
No,
He's
all
selling.
I wouldn't
coaches
either.
do
I
that.
wouldn't
All
either.
of them do. We're LSU. We're the defending champs. We're in this tournament.
Yeah.
He hadn't mentioned the defending champ.
Hadn't pulled that card yet.
I
has
think
he?
it's there though.
Well,
think
all
it's
right. Let's have a little fun because that's what we do here.
Yes.
If I say win, I've been saying for 2 weeks they deserve to be in. Where do you think they'll go?
What do you mean where?
In the region. In the regional.
Oh, well, no telling there they'd be. Well, it doesn't matter if you're a 2 or 3 seed. But if you get a team like LSU, and say you're a team, mid-major,
Yeah.
finally did enough to host a regional, you find out they're sending LSU to your regional.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's
That'd
going to be a
fun.
big party. I think it's
The
gonna be
guys
a big
here
party.
at SoundOff, we've been telling you about the Max Bar and Grill
Yes.
at the National in Westlake because they got great dining experiences and a great adult bar to relax in after a round of golf or even before a round of golf. Great steaks, seafood burgers, and po' boys, pastas and salads, so much more.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
There's nothing better than a game. A great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling than Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a Roto-Rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
We're back at the Sportsbook at Le Berge. We want to remind you the giant 144 square
It's
foot
big.
screen. I did my research. 144 square foot.
It's big,
It's
Rick.
like being courtside or it's like being behind closed home plate if you're at a baseball game. Get down to the Sportsbook here at Le Berge. You can enjoy that and so much more. SoundOff presented to you in part by J&J Exterminating, protecting the pests and the termites and pushing them away from whatever you love and hold dear. They've been doing it for over 60 years. And also brought to you by Miller Lite. Less filling, tastes great. First light beer in the whole state of Louisiana. There you go. All right, the McNeese Cowboys. Look, they might be limping into this week's Southland Conference baseball tournament now in Hammond. We won't go into the history of that because you know all of that moving around stuff to get the basketball extended contract at the Legacy Center. I say limping. They lost 2 out of 3 down at Nichols, but they're getting Justin Hill hopes he's getting a couple of players off, quote, the injured list, if you will. One being Elliott Hebert, an infielder. So he hadn't had him since like mid-season. But not the greatest way to end losing 2 out of 3 on the road.
It's not.
Bear in mind, because we talked about Georgia and Kentucky and Tennessee. What is Nichols? They're number 2 in the conference. Only 1 game separates them and Lamar atop the Southern Conference. So you lose 2 out of 3 to the cream of the crop. I don't know. I say limping in. You want to go in with some momentum a little bit, you know, so that's going on.
But, you know, if you, in baseball, particularly the way the Southland is set up, anybody can win there.
Yeah, look, when you were on your couch, we talked about this. What was it? Nichols notwithstanding, they won 3 straight series, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Not sweeps, but they won series. So they got hot at the right time.
Right.
And earlier in the week, we were out of the ballpark talking to some players and Justin Hill, and all the consensus was, yeah, you want to go into these things kind of hitting on all cylinders with confidence and momentum. Yeah. Especially when you got on the road at Hammond. So 3 straight series, to your point, you can get hot. You get deep in the week, right?
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Sure.
And especially if you're getting some healthy guys back. And they're swinging the bats good.
And that was the point that you made, Rick, when Justin Hill talked about getting some of his guys back. But you know what, getting into it, and Scooter mentioned this before, you know, baseball is a funny game, man. If you can come in and get hot at the right time, Rick, everything can change, man. No matter how I feel you ranked, everything can change if you can get hot.
You know, they've got some key guys that they obviously have to produce.
They have to have.
On the mound, Cameron Lejeune is their ace. He's going to carry them in. And that game, like LSU, not 9:30, but 9. Yeah. Not 11, not noon, but 9 a.m.
Man, what is that all about?
In Hammond, Wednesday. Cowboys versus number 5 Northwestern State. I don't know. That baseball is baseball, but come on, 9 o'clock in the morning? Wow.
Well, they got to play 4 games.
I know they got to play a lot of games.
I would get that, Scooter, but 9 o'clock, wow, okay.
I mean, even with, I tell you what helps these tournaments, though, those speed-up rules they put in effect last year. Yeah. I mean, they make a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking.
It does.
Going back to LSU. LSU's playing a 9:30 a.m. game. One time in the SEC, LSU played a game that ended at 3 a.m.
Wow. And had to turn around and play?
Turn around and play another game?
You recall?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably late the next night.
3 a.m. doesn't matter.
3 a.m. Wow.
Look, let's give some credit to this Cowboy team. As earlier in the year, they were, I wouldn't say completely gone and buried, but they were low. They were tied for last.
They were struggling.
They grinded, maybe got 1 or 2 guys back in the lineup and got them in. And Jay Hill, the coach, constantly all year long, prideful, character, grinding. We're going to battle. He likes his team.
Yeah.
He likes that underdog. He called them castaways.
Yeah.
He said, hey, man, these guys have been casted aside by a lot of teams. Now they're getting their second chance.
You're right,
and that's what we do for teams.
And Rick, you know what? When you mentioned last time, a lot of few of the stars they had, you know, they don't have anymore. And we asked him, would that be hard trying to fill those gaps with those players that he had to bring in with younger players? And you know, do you give a coach credit? Yeah,
they're getting their shot.
Do you give a coach credit to know that what he's got coming in and he's working with and he's where he's at right now? I mean, I think that's pretty doable, huh? What he's doing.
Speaking of giving credit, now making the Southland tournament, you got to get in the top 8.
Right.
Right. So, you know, I'm not saying it's easy, but Justin Hill, this is his 11th tournament appearance.
Yeah.
How much stock you put in that? I give him credit. You get into the tournament. I mean, you're a top 8 in the league for 11 straight years. Now, not all
That's
teams.
pretty good, Rick. I mean, come on now.
Again,
that's pretty good, man.
Steady and consistent, right?
And how many years has he been coaching here?
11. Every year.
I think that's good.
Every year he's in the tournament.
I think it's
good.
Which
what?
Yeah.
It gives you a shot.
Yeah.
It gives you a shot.
I agree. I totally agree.
Now, in the South, you got to win.
You got to win it.
You do. You do have to win.
So
I can see a year, this isn't it, but I can see a year when the Southland might sneak a second bid. But this isn't that year.
This isn't it. Okay, let's open that Pandora's box.
Again.
2 weeks ago, we were lamenting the fact that the women's softball,
Coach Landrino,
Cowgirls dominated, 22-2. They lose in the tournament, they're not in.
How do you think that feels, man?
You argue, and I agree with you, some leagues should not have a postseason tournament.
Yeah.
But here this year, Lamar and Nichols are separated by one game.
By one game.
Yeah.
Do we crawfish on that a little bit?
Wow.
That
by one game.
A tournament? I mean, I see the Cowgirl scenario, 22-2, they should get the bid.
Yeah.
But then you got Lamar sitting in one game difference. And UNO is not that far behind.
Well, you know, it's a.
I'm not crawfishing.
It's a problem without a solution.
Yeah.
Because
good way
at
of
the
putting
same
it.
time, I will tell you, I love postseason baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is great and you can look at the Southland tournament as being the equivalent of the NCAA tournament for what it means to the teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only one winner.
Only one
That's
winner.
it.
Just like a NCAA tournament regional.
Right.
There's only one winner.
I ran into Jim Gazzola from Polk Nation.
Okay.
Who's close, obviously, and follows it day to day.
Right.
I ran into the ballpark, and he was saying, 4-team tournament. It should be a 4-team event. Never thought about that. Think about a 4-team.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
4-team.
4-team would be.
Double elimination.
4-team double elimination. That's how you kind of give everybody a shot
Not
at
bad.
it. All right, we're up against the clock. Coming back, we'll talk about that crazy, weird PGA championship
Oh, man,
and
I can't.
McNeese football when we come back.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Hey, mister, are you a Roto-Rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
There's nothing better than a game and great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling, Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
What's bugging you? Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
Welcome to have you back. Coming to you from the Sportsbook out of air. This is SoundOff on CBS Lake Charles. Don't forget to check out cbslakecharles.tv. You can check out all shows on YouTube. cbslakecharles.tv. You can do it there. Valhalla. Thursday morning last week, rainy, sirens, lights going off, blue, red.
What is going on, man? What is going on?
Still, the sun's not up. It's dark. It's raining the whole bit.
Yeah.
World's #1 golf player is trying to get to his tee time. We can all imagine it, right? One cop telling you to go this way, another cop saying stop, whatever. Handcuffs, put him in a car. He's going to jail. What a nutty! The world's #1 golfer.
Wasn't
PGA champion.
No matter who he is. They should.
And he didn't say, hey, I'm Scotty Scheffler, brother. He didn't do that.
Can you have a conversation with the man?
Well, we don't know. We don't know what happened. I don't know if we ever will. It was just
saw
totally
handcuffs.
chaotic.
That's the word.
I agree with Scheffler's lawyer. This thing should and probably will be quickly resolved.
June 3rd.
Big misunderstanding.
The arraignment got pushed back. Yes, not this week.
Big misunderstanding.
Yes.
The whole works.
But what's the reason that the cops gave? That's what I'm a little bit unclear on.
Well,
what was they said that
they
he
gave
disobeyed.
him a direction.
They said he obeyed.
He said he thought he was following, but obviously he was saying, stop. There was a fatality accident up the road. Apparently it's
it
one
was like
lane.
a mile up.
Yeah, but it's one lane road leading to this private court.
Yeah.
And he misunderstood it and kept driving, and the cops, some officer got hooked to his car, and he rode another 10 yards, probably creeping along. Yeah. And all of a sudden,
it couldn't have been going too fast. But in keeping in mind that a little behind the scenes things that we don't know until something like this happens. but they are told, the golfers are told that if they're on their way to the golf course and there's a big traffic jam or whatever, to get off on the median or the side of the road, put the flashers on your courtesy car and go on up. Well, that's what he thought he was supposed to do.
But the thing is, Rick.
But here's the caveat.
What
There was a
bothers me-
fatality accident. Somebody was hit crossing the road.
Yeah.
You hardly, that never happened.
But I mean, Scheffler didn't know that.
Exactly.
at the
No, he
time.
didn't.
Exactly.
And
He didn't.
it was in no way involved with the accident. It was a mile up the
Right.
road.
Of course.
Right.
It's just a nutty.
It is.
He came
It
out
is.
and birdied the first hole. He didn't win the tournament.
But I mean, it's just, guys, when you think
It's
about
just
it. though,
crazy, man.
What
He
if, what
eagled
if,
the first hole.
what if it could have went?
Didn't he eagle the first
No, he
hole?
birdied the first hole.
holed out.
Yeah, no, he birdied the first hole, but he had a
just-
decent tournament.
you
Look,
just-
Xander Schauffele,
just
if
could've went
anybody's
bad.
going to win the doggone thing, Xander Schauffele. I mean, how many times has this guy
know.
been in the top 5, top 10,
He's
and,
got it
and
now.
can't win, and,
He's
and
got
he
it.
finished finally on Sunday?
He's
So
got it.
good for him because he's a
Yeah.
good guy.
He's got it.
Win
Very
it by,
good
by
guy
one stroke.
and kept the live from winning it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Scooter.
That guy's a beast.
Scooter
All right,
still-
let's
And,
go.
apparently DeChambeau was on best behavior. The
Oh, yeah.
whole-
No,
he
no, he
was.
was
He
a
He's
good,
a nice
good
guy,
loser.
everything. I
was.
don't care. I don't care. He still lived.
Let's get on McNeese football.
Yeah.
All right. They're going to start at week 0. We're going to open the season August 31. Now, because they want to get an ESPN linear broadcast, they're
Yeah.
going to move that third week game, Tarleton, to the week 0, August 24th. Fall drills will start a week early.
Yeah.
They'll still get time to play. I like it. Do
Yeah.
you guys like
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
They
love
get
it.
two. They
Yeah.
get 2 open dates.
Yeah. Why
And-
not, Rick? I mean, 2 open dates, Rick? Really?
Long
Why not?
season, but
Why not, though? But you
I
know what?
have
Yeah.
long said
Right now, it doesn't
that
matter.
all of FBS, of FCS, should start on week 0. And the NCAA ought to tell FBS, don't play that weekend.
Yeah.
Let that be the showcase weekend.
not a bad idea.
I've
Not
always
a
said
bad
that.
idea.
No, I think that
Yeah.
works
I mean,
for McNeese.
it's-
7 games. 7 games will be that weekend. McNeese will be one of them.
I think that works for McNeese,
You know,
man. I do.
But let me tell you, Tarleton,
Yeah.
Southern,
Yeah.
Texas A&M to
Southern's
open
sold
the
out.
year.
Southern is sold out.
So Southern will be a home game at,
Southern
at
is sold out, man.
Cowboy Stadium, but that Tarleton's good,
Yeah.
and Southern will
Yeah.
be very competitive.
Southern
And
will
Texas
be competitive,
A&M,
too. Yeah.
this is a tough
Texas
start.
A&M, you just get the check.
You get the check for that.
All right, Gary Goff has
Station's gonna give you a
17,
check.
a national leading on the FCS level, 17 FBS transfers. The
Look at
latest
who he's
one,
bringing in, though. Look at who he's
the
bringing in.
latest one is former Lake Charles College Prep running back
Prep.
Trevante Citizen,
Yeah.
2 years with the Miami Hurricanes.
Right.
This is a
Whose
big catch.
dad also played at McNeese,
Tony
you forgot to
Citizen,
mention.
the son of Tony Citizen.
Yeah.
6'1", 220, guys.
Let's see.
Speedy and powerful.
Let's see. Let's see, Rick. That's all I'm saying, Rick. Let's
That's
see, man.
that's a good get
It is.
to a crowded running back room.
But, Rick, if you're looking at it the way I am,
Crowded, Kevin.
I think you can see above. Come on now. I think if you're looking at it the right way, I think you know what's getting
What
ready
are
to
you
transpire.
You're looking at talent?
No, I'm just saying if you're looking at what's there right now, I think you can clearly say what McNeese is about to do.
Well, quit
Well,
beating around the bush.
not
Are
beating
you
around the
saying
bush.
No, no, no.
the
I'm not beating around
job
the bush.
is citizens?
No,
He'll have
I'm saying
3 or 4 good options.
I'm saying that's my point.
He'll have a lot of different
He
options.
didn't have that before.
He'll have a lot of different options.
He
And
didn't
then, of
have that
course,
before.
injuries play a role
Yeah.
anytime in
He
running
didn't have
back.
that before.
He's going to have a bruiser in Citizen, a quasi-bruiser in D'Angelo Durham,
Look.
and a speedster in Joshawn Barbie. And those 2 JUCO transfers are
You will
are
have
speedy.
options, Rick. If you have teams that may take away what you're trying to do, you've got options.
Throw the
now.
ball in the flat. Throw the ball to a running back in
You
the
have
flat.
options now. That's what I'm trying to say, Scoot. I wasn't trying
Run
to
a
beat around the
screen
bush.
pass.
I mean, you got options now.
Well,
You
you
didn't have
sure
that.
beat around it good.
Yeah.
I'm figuring you know this, so you're going to pick up on it, Scoot.
Yeah, but
Trevante Citizen, Lake Charles College Prep.
Local,
Curtis DeVille,
right here.
Iowa High School,
Iowa High School.
Purdue, going to help sell tickets.
Now, let me tell you something.
Local angle and talented guys.
I don't think anybody can cover him in the red zone.
DeVille,
I don't.
in your prime, I don't think
If
you
they-
could cover
oh,
him.
I could shut it down.
I
It
don't
wouldn't-
think
it wouldn't
so.
even be a factor.
There's a
It
challenge
wouldn't-
right there. Curtis DeVille.
It'd be done. Red
Right
zone,
now?
that's me. I got
right
that.
now you can
I got
cover
that.
him?
Give me a week. Just
A
give me
week?
a week. Just give me a week.
He's
Get
a-
ready.
he's a
no,
monster.
he's a guy. He's a guy
length,
for the red zone.
big body,
That's what you want.
good speed.
That's what you want. Rick.
It's going to be fun. Later
Yeah.
in the week, we're going to talk about all these FBF transfers.
He's got a lot.
Will it automatically mean more wins? Think about that.
I will. But it's just one person I'm looking at right now.
Well, look, okay. We're talking about all
One
these
person.
FCF guys. It all comes down to the Montana quarterback.
That's it, Rick.
Clifton McDowell.
One person, Rick. That's it.
I
man.
mean, all these
You
D
can
linemen
bring
are
in
great.
Who you want, or
Citizen is
whatever.
great. DeVille is great.
If
McDowell.
you don't have that trigger guy,
Gotta have an offensive line too.
Well, they're
gotta have
returning
the
a lot
trigger.
of the offensive lines, so and they've plugged in a few holes too, so
Yeah.
it should be better. All right, NBA Finals are set.
Wow.
My pick, my can't miss
my pick was Denver
they
too, Rick.
missed.
My pick was Denver too. I did. I said Denver. I said nobody could beat Denver.
Give credit.
Denver had that game.
Give credit
they
to
had
Minnesota.
The game, man.
Great defense.
Denver had that game.
Ant-Man, Catman, Nas Reed from LSU.
Yeah.
I got a story for
Yeah.
y'all on Thursday's
Yeah.
show about Nas
Yeah.
Reed. It'll blow your mind. Guidry and Hobbs
Always.
and Sarah. Check us out Thursday. It's going to be a great show. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
What's bugging you? Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.